Right, hello, hopefully you get some people on, so I'm going to carry on with the Long Dark again for a bit, from where I was last time. I think it was on Friday I last streamed it. Oh yeah, and I'm horribly overloaded again, so I better get rid of some weight. Alright, Rigid. I forgot to have a look. I have to try and remember to look after this stream. I'll probably end up in this house overnight because it's already quite late again in the game and I need to get my stuff up, my stats. Yeah, I might only stream for about an hour today, because as much as I want to stream for a bit longer, I feel really tired. I think it's because I've been at work all weekend, and my hay fever's already sort of a bit bad today, so my eyes feel a bit itchy and that, which doesn't help if your eyes keep sort of wanting to close up. Okay, so definitely need to get rid of some weight. What have I got on me that's weighing me down so much? Get rid of these. Drop that, that's broken. I don't have loads of books on me that I can burn, that normally take up weight. But yeah, like I said, I'll just stream it for about probably an hour, Rajiv. But yeah, it's just that annoying thing sometimes that even though Monday's a day off for me, if I've been sort of doing long hours at work at the weekend, I normally still feel quite tired even after a good night's sleep on sort of Sunday night. Right. Definitely don't need all this antiseptic, do I? So I can definitely drop some of that. Get rid of one bottle of antibiotics. I reckon I'm just going to need to get rid of a load of food that I've got on me. So let's drop all the actual regular food and just keep the canned drinks. We're still 10 kgs over. I think part of the problem is the quest items, isn't it? They have quite a bit of weight to them. Like the spear and everything. Don't know if they even show up in this inventory, but obviously the Lee Enfield adds quite a bit of weight. Yeah, assuming some of the quest items don't show up on this, but yeah, the problem is obviously they're still going to be adding a lot of weight to my character. Yeah, the older you get, imagine the more it does. Because yeah, normally what happens a lot of weeks is sort of in the middle of the week I have a lot more energy than at the start of the week. At least I don't think I've caught anything this time, like I said, because the annoying thing was last weekend when I was at work, I caught something, so for the first couple of days of the week I was, oh, it's weapons, isn't it? I want to press 1 for the, things like the lantern. Oh, it's a torch. Okay, I've actually got batteries for the torch, that's all the stuff I dropped. Oh yeah, the lights are working down here because there's an aurora borealis going on.
Should be.
Yeah, there's only going to be so much stuff I can actually drop off me because a lot of stuff I'm going to actually need. Okay, so that's that repaired. So I'll fully repair this. Might as well craft the fishing tackle, why not? Can't remember what I need to actually craft that, but oh, I see, it's a line and a hook. Right, yeah, there we go. Might as well craft 4 bandages. Yeah, I'm going to let my character, what time is it according to this? Yeah, still sort of in the middle of the night. So I assume that's the aurora, yeah, making all the lights go on outside. But, might as well eat some food while I'm in the house waiting to sort of do the stuff. So yeah, what I'll probably do is put a bedroll by the door. We'll probably wait.
Should come in handy.
It must be very stale tea if it's been here all this time. Right, so if I get my character to sleep. As I go upstairs again for it. But yeah, get my character to sleep again right in front of thing ready to go, and then just start making a very slow journey back. But I am going to have to, I think, keep dropping stuff because again, this is just a silly amount of weight on me. Surely there must be some stuff I really don't need that's taking up a load of weight. Drop the wolf pelt now, drop the rabbit pelt. So the problem is a lot of the clothes are quite heavy. But you need the clothes obviously or you'll die in this game because clothes are pretty much essential. Right, in my tools section I have 22 kilos of tools. So I can definitely get rid of some of this. Let's get rid of all the sewing kits but the top condition one, or 2 top condition ones. Again, the mountaineering rope I need to keep on me, but that takes up weight. I don't really bother using the snares, so I'm just going to drop those. So, what else can I get rid of? Again, it still says I've got 21 kilos of tools, but most of these are the things I actually need. Out of interest, with the I can't remember which things, because you see some things like metal things you can cut apart with the hacksaw. I was just wondering if there was anything useful to hack apart while I'm in the house. Was that a rifle around there? Yep.
This'll come in handy.
So I want to get him to sleep a bit, just because so he's at fully rested condition. And then, again, like I said, I think part of the problem is because there's quest items I literally can't, get rid of. Because I need them to sort the quest stuff. I have to, But again, yeah, it's really the only bit I can get rid of the stuff from is the sort of tools section, and they're all the bits I kind of need, and I don't want to drop another perfect condition axe. Right, battery is dead, right? If my flashlight's battery is dead, I'm tempted to just get rid of the flashlight for now, because that's a kilo. I don't get you, Tony. I'm not in Beverly Hills at all. And the game's not set in Beverly Hills either. Alright, well, you're saying you're in a place where there's sort of internet jammers, but you're able to sort of still view it. Right, because I've got a load of energy drinks on me, I might as well drop all the water and then pick up just maybe one little bottle. Yeah, let's just take 1 litre of water with me. And the sun's coming up, so it shouldn't be too cold outside if there's not a load of wind, and I guess I'm just going to have to start making the trek with loads of weight on me and hope I don't keep breaking my ankles in the game, because I need to go to there to repair the broken spear. And my temperature's already dropping really quickly, but there's not much I can do about that. I've got the air conditioner on, so I'm actually in like cool breeze at the moment, so it feels quite immersive. Sort of chilly air blowing out, and there's chilly wind in the game. Like, you mean the ones that do loads of videos, Rich, where they have the stupidly heavy backpacks and all the stuff? Because that's the thing with a lot of that stuff is, yeah, people don't appreciate how heavy a lot of stuff is. Right, which way do I go from here? This way. There's probably something interesting up there, but I'm so overloaded I can't bother to go have a look. Fair enough, Tom. Yeah, the AC was expensive, but I bought it just because this house is one of those houses where it's very good at trapping the heat in the winter, but in the summer it's horrible because it's obviously a house that's been designed to trap heat, you know, and was never intended for when we get warm weather. Yeah, I've played basically every Fallout game. Fallout 1, Fallout 2, a little bit of Fallout Tactics, loads of Fallout 3, loads of New Vegas. Fallout 4 I've played a fair bit of, 76 I've played some of.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Well, is there only one bit of audio coming out of it? Then. That's weird, because in my headphones it's left and right, and the OBS thing is just designed to do left and right the same as what it hears. Anybody else having that, or is it just Ben? Hopefully I can get over to that place before I get too cold. I am at least beelining up, aren't I, if I walk in this direction too. Well, Ben, I'd let you know if anybody else said about the audio, but nobody said anything yet. Hello. Right, this is where I'm designed to be walking at least. There's a hole in the fence on that side, so we'll go through there. Yeah, Rich, the other thing as well is it makes you really appreciate a good backpack when you have a lot of weight in it. It's a really good backpack to spread the weight over your shoulders and sort of midsection quite well. Whereas crap backpacks, you know, only just really put the weight on your shoulders, and even then it sort of cuts into your shoulders quite a lot. Well, my guy's out of wind chill now, so his temperature shouldn't be dropping as fast. Oh, and it's slowly going up in the maintenance shed, good. Is that a locked door, that one? I need a key for it, I guess, isn't it? Ah, good. I've got my weight under 5 kg of my total, so I can at least sprint if needed again.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Hope nobody needs an empty can anymore, yeah. Oh, is that the derided fire door? But yeah, that was locked anyway. So in here somewhere I need to find forge. I might as well sleep a few hours in here while I'm here. It's in the warm room.
Hope I can still eat this.
So, where is the forge I'm meant to be finding? Ah, is it that over there? Furnace, start fire.
That should do it. Let's do this.
Okay, so what am I actually meant to interact with to
Excellent.
yeah, I guess I'm going to need the quality tools and the hammer, but still. Don't need to add fuel because it's currently infinite time while there we go, forge. I need another bit of scrap metal. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard to find in here. Right, I can break this down with my sword to get scrap metal. Then I can get rid of a load of that scrap metal in a minute because I'm going to have far too much scrap metal.
Guess I can add blacksmith to my growing list of skills. Let's hope I don't have to put this spear to the test.
Well, that's what you're evidently going to have to do because you've made it. Right, now I've got loads of weight again, so are there any of my tools that I can repair now he's got the scrap metal? Oh, I need actual fir firewood for repairing this for some reason, not Oh, I've got cedar firewood, so that's no use. Okay, that's great. I might actually drop this heavy hammer for now, because that's 2 kilos and I don't really need it. Actually, can I harvest it or anything? Harvest, yep. Fir firewood, scrap metal. And then I still have to find use for the scrap metal. Right, so that's all those in good condition. My weight's definitely gone down a bit. Now I can repair these again. Right, I will go off and on the chat again just because this game, not this game, YouTube has a really annoying habit of breaking the chat quite often. And I'm trying to reply to people. Okay, back. Frank Honnigan again, like most of the bosses, like the Master in Fallout 1, depends just what supplies you brought. It's one of those things that if you've brought enough things before you fight Frank, he's not that hard. Because again, Fallout 1 and 2 are kind of save scumming games because of the RNG. depends completely on your build, like how many stim packs and everything you have before you fight him. That's interesting, Tom. Not loads of stuff recently, Roach. Like I said, most of the stuff I've done videos on. So again, it's stuff costs money. So again, it's when you see stuff at good prices to get for videos, rather than just sort of wasting all my actual income on them. Ah, cool. That's good, Rich. Yeah. Again, it's a bit weird with YouTube how they just promote shorts, not really anything else. It's impossible to do it, Ben, because I just have so many. I'd need literally to rent out a village hall or somewhere to do it, because I just have so many. To get them all out would be bait. And even with a village hall, I wouldn't be able to fit them all in a car. I'd need a van to do it or whatever. So yeah, like I said, it's a video that's not really going to happen. Because again, it's like any of those things, if you've got so many of them, you can't physically do them all in one go. Right, now I'm going to drop all this scrap metal. Okay, and then vehicle. For some reason the MRE gives you a little bit of liquid back as well. Okay, right, that's definitely my weight getting down a lot more. So now let's put this guy to sleep again. Failed? What did I fail? It said came up failed. I might as well use this flare up, because that flares I think like a quarter of a kilo each. So, oh, it's a dead guy. Hello? He doesn't even have anything on him. Lantern fuel, not sure if I need any of that. It doesn't hurt lantern fuel. It doesn't weigh too much for what it actually does. Toilet, I'll take all the toilet water and then I can drop anything I don't want in a minute. No, none of my surplus, the only couple of bits of surplus I've got that have horrible smells, I don't keep in the house for that reason. Like the OZK suit or whatever it is, that like Soviet rubber NBC suit that has a horrid stench to it.
Could end up being useful.
But yeah, most of my surplus stuff doesn't really have smells to it.
That'll come in handy.
Right, where was the bed in this place? There. And while I'm here, there's more drinks in there.
Excellent.
Is that the only one? Oh, so the soda as well. Right, so now my guy's woken up. Let's drink some water to get his weight down again a bit. Eat some of the MRE. Yeah, so the MREs are just really good for calories in terms of the weight on them. And then find some more stuff to drop. Oh, can I repair that? Oh no, because I need to have a firearms cleaning kit, which I don't have. So let's drop 1 kilo of water. Do I have anything else on me that takes a silly amount of weight for Stuff I don't really need. Not that I can really see. There's all the other stuff I sort of need. Well, what I'll do again is, as and when I'm walking through the environment, I'll lose more weight as I have to drink my water and stuff like that. Yeah, luckily I don't think I've really bought much surplus like that smells of cigarettes and stuff like that. You can just put in a washing machine anyway, if you get, like, obviously cigarette smell on clothing. I've had a couple of gas masks that have smelt a bit of cigarettes, but once they've been, like, aired for maybe a day, they smell alright. I think, you know, more where it's just somebody's kept it in a room where they smoke cigarettes. Right, so I'm going to go south. That way. Yeah. So south to the train track and then along the train track. Oh good, I'm not so overloaded I can't run. Not that running's particularly useful in this because I'll use up calories faster, but then I suppose by using up calories faster I can eat more food to get back to the location I want to get to. Yeah, I don't know why the YouTube app is so bad with the chat when I have that on, where I have to keep closing the stream and reopening it. Or else, like, the live chat keeps breaking. So yeah, I just have to periodically, if I don't see any new messages in a while, close the streams to bloody reopen them. Like I said, which is quite irritating, but why YouTube is so bad now with, I think the last thing is still Rustling saying I make breakfast now. But yeah, like I said, I still don't get with YouTube why that's such a common thing I have to do. Okay, can I not go around that way? Or do I just have to climb over here? I have to hope I don't damage my ankles constantly in this, because I overloaded, which I can't avoid because of all the crap I've got on me, and then all these stupid surfaces that are slightly it's not breaking your ankle, is it? It's spraying your ankle, but still. At least I'm shielded from the wind a fair bit down here. So I'm going to do a video tomorrow and upload a video tomorrow, but yeah, I didn't want to upload one today before I did the stream, because I thought then it might not notify people of the stream if it notifies them of the video. And like I said, I've ended up being quite tired this morning and all that anyway, so I thought I'll get a video done tomorrow and I feel a bit more refreshed. Oh, thank you, Roach Maximum, for becoming a member. So I don't really do members only content on this, but it does obviously support me because it's you know, obviously gives me a little bit of income from it. I hope you enjoyed the videos and everything. But yeah, the video I'm going to do tomorrow is just showing people how you're actually meant to do the mag change on a Steyr AUG. Because one of the things I keep hearing people saying is like, oh, bullpups are really hard to change the mags on. And obviously it's different than a rifle where the magazine's in front of the trigger, but it's not really hard if you just, you know, practice how you're meant to do it a few times. So I'm just going to do a video on that. Again, I know I'm not going to be the first person doing it, but I'll just do it as like an interesting little short. Because as I said, it's one of those things where I don't get why it's so much of a problem, but I think a lot of the complaining you get with things like bullpups are probably the people that, you know, just don't like bullpups full stop, so they try and make up every excuse why bullpups are bad designs. The only one legit thing people can say about bullpups, I think, is the triggers aren't as good as a lot of normal rifles, because how the triggers have to work on them. But again, it's one of those things that I know with good quality triggers, it's not that much of a problem, and I'm sure in the future they'll come up with better trigger designs for rifles. Yeah, like I said, with bullpups, Rich, there is a lot of stuff. Like saying, the main thing I found with my AUG is actually how awkward it is to try and actually use it with the bayonet. Not like it's a bad bayonet mount or any of the bayonets that fit it are bad, it's just a case of, you know, if you have a rifle that is shorter and the ergonomics are different, it doesn't actually work as well as a traditional spear or a pike or whatever, like, you know, most rifles do with a bayonet mounted. Yeah, cheers Roach. Like I said, it just gets me a little bit of income from YouTube, because again, the ad rates on YouTube have gotten worse and worse over time. So that's the funny thing with YouTube, is despite the fact lots of people complain there's more and more adverts on YouTube now, the percentage that people who actually make videos get from it is worse and worse over time. So yeah, YouTube is definitely not one of those things I could do now as my like sole source of income like I was able to a few years ago. Right, is that wolf going to run off when I get my rifle out? Because if not, he's going to have to be shot. What, as in like certain types of bows, they like, oh, this bow is awful because of certain things to do with it, or what? Is there actually a way of turning the sensitivity down with the rifle? Because I just find the sensitivity is stupidly high when I aim sensitivity, that would be why. And mouse moving in a game like this wouldn't actually be too bad, because it's not really a twitch shooter or anything like that. Yeah, that's much better. Because before it was like, you know, the aiming was far more sensitive than just casually looking around, which is the opposite that you want in most games. But yeah, like with the AUG thing, it's kind of like, because obviously the magazine design. No, it's not just more orcs. It's basically every bullpup ever, because you have to, you know, you have to learn a different method of, you know, like your hand action to swap magazines. It's just people like, oh no, it's impossible. It's like really awkward to do. Who's operator Drewski, Tom? That's cool. If you're in something else, as long as it's not, I absolutely hate this channel, he's an awful human being. Oh, I sort of get you, yeah. Because yeah, with bullpups, it's basically, rather than, you know, holding the rifle in one hand while you use your right hand or whatever to change the mag, which is still what you kind of do, you have to more get used to holding the rifle into your shoulder to change the mag. So it's like one of those things of, you know, it's just you have to relearn kind of, you know, like the mag changing procedure. Once you practice it a few times, it's not that difficult. It's just one of... I mean, I can imagine a bullpup, if it had a rock-in magazine system, would actually be really annoying in that regard, because the AUG at least has a very nice, you know, push the magazine and it locks into place system with a good mag wow. But if you had an AK style rock-in mag at the back of a bullpup, I imagine that would actually be really awkward. But with the ones with decent quality mag wows, it's not actually an issue. Right, David? Oh, I know Demo Ranch. Yeah, oh, that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, with the AUG at least, because it's just relearning where your hand position is, it'd be like somebody saying, a particular model of car is really bad because the headlight switch isn't where I'm used to a headlight switch being. You know, it's one of those quite minor things you can relearn. It's not like you're relearning, you know, like where a gear shift is or something major like that. It's just one of those things of, there's a very minor difference, and I absolutely hate it because I don't want to, you know, have to do it. But even again, on lots of conventional rifles, lots of them have different mag systems, and again, even with like things like AKs versus ARs and things like that, the mag things are different enough, even if they're in similar positions where you can't, you know, do the exact same mag motion. Oh, was it in a game or something? I was saying if you team kill somebody with a flamethrower in real life, that would be not very good. You know, set a man on fire, keep him warm for the rest of his life. Now that's a game I have not played in a long time. That's the Vietnam one, isn't it, Rising Storm? The Rising Storm one is Pacific. Right. If this is the place where there's that railway car partway along the track, it is. I might camp in there and make a fire for a while, like I did before, because I'm dropping temperature even though it's quite clear weather at the moment, and my guy's got a bit of tiredness, so I might as well rest in there and get my temperature back up. All 3 seconds of what the... oh, keeping them warm for the rest of their life. I think if you were set on fire by a flamethrower, you'd be pretty lucky if it was only 3 seconds of suffering. I think sadly things like that are quite often where people get life-ending burns, but then take quite a while to actually die. And oh, I forgot there's a walk button in this. Right, let me reply because it's annoying there. I forgot to put my Right, and this is why I try and remember to put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I'm streaming. Because otherwise people just keep DMing me. Right, back to the game chat. Alright. Oh, flamethrowers are in World War One as well. Although again, I imagine getting to a trench line to be able to clear it with a flamethrower was pretty bad survival odds in World War One. Just back on its cradle to charge while I can read the comments. Oh, that was the wolf I shot earlier, wasn't it? On the last stream. Or 2 streams ago, whenever it was. Right, as my guides... Oh, it's slightly uneven terrain, so I want to be careful about sprinting on here. Probably more even here. So because my guy's losing temperature, I might as well sprint to those train cars. That's the one I want. Right. Fire barrel, start fire. Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of Canadian wasteland, you know, if the world... I suppose this is kind of like if you had a combination of... Have I got anything to cook on there? Right. No cooking bowls inventory. Right, okay, so I can't get any more water even if I wanted more water. That's right, I've got my drinks, energy drinks. Not energy drinks, just normal drinks, but still. Right, good, my weight's gone down again a bit, and now I can use the bedroll for a few hours and then I'll carry on walking. So, where's the bedroll stored? There. Right, so that's got 4 hours 46 minutes of fire on it, so let's sleep for 4 hours. Pick up the bedroll, and I've still got a bit of light left, so... I'll carry on, and my weight is now down to 37 kilos, so not as bad as it was before. The visuals in this, like in terms of like the graphics, art style sort of thing, reminds me a lot of Firewatch. Like I said, Firewatch is one of those games that I was really looking forward to, and then it ended up really disappointing me because it was kind of spoilers for the people who haven't played it. The plot of Firewatch is actually anything isn't interesting at all. Kind of thing. It's hard to explain unless you've played it, but it kind of starts off like it's a very X-Files sort of horror-y game, and then it, spoilers, like I said, turns out like all the horror aspects of it are kind of non-existent, and it's about the disappointment of real life. And when I'm playing a video game, I don't want it to be disappointing, because video games are escapism. So I don't know if the developer thought they were making some profound statement with that, but it's kind of like if you watched a film and then the film was really boring, and then the director going, well actually, you know, real life's boring, so film should be boring as well. Like, no, fuck off. If I want to watch a film, I want it to be good. If I play a video game, I want it to be good. You know, it's that kind of thing. What's 83? What's 83S or 83s? Is that a Cold War type thing? Yeah, there's definitely a point in films and games and things having high and low points, but what I'm saying is, if you made a film and then people found it boring, and then you tried to explain away the film being boring because real life is boring, it's kind of one of those sort of things. Okay, that sounds sort of interesting. Oh, what's going on? Is the bear coming back? Oh no, it's the bear.
Not feeling so cocky now, huh? And all it took was for me to go full-on Grizzly Adams. I'd better get out of here before he comes back.
The bear knows I have a magic spear, even I've got the Enfield, and apparently that doesn't scare it. Yeah, I definitely agree that, like, you know, an action film that would be action non-stop all the way through would probably be quite a boring film where you wouldn't remember much of it. And I don't mind films and stuff like that, you know, where they make you feel a bit miserable because they're not very nice things to experience, you know. Like, if you're watching a film about a genocide or something like that, you wouldn't want it to be a good, happy film. But what I'm just sort of saying is stuff that ends up feeling like, you know, that it has plot holes and, you know, like they had to wrap the story up in a way that ended up being disappointing. Again, back to the Traveller's House. You know, when it ends up being something like that, that one's barely got anything left in it, so let's finish that one off. That to me feels more like, you know, some kind of cope, as you'd call it, or whatever, you know. Oh, you're not thirsty. A bit of peanut butter then. The voice acting seems fine. I mean, the voice acting is pretty good, especially with the story mode of some of the other characters. But for the most part in this, obviously, if you're playing survival mode, the voice acting, which you can actually turn off if you want to, is just your character commenting on things. But what I found out, which is kind of interesting, is the voice actor for both the characters in the game, like the male and female one, is Commander Shepard, the male and female voice actor for him. So it's just kind of like one of those weird things that, yeah, but it's like, as I say, the reason I found Firewatch really disappointing is the plot starts off interesting and it feels more like they wrote themselves into a corner with the storytelling kind of stuff. They had to find a quick way of wrapping up the story that wasn't, you know, very good. And then to cover up the plot holes and all that, they're like, wow, real life is disappointing. You know, you don't always get what you want. It's like, yeah, but it was a lot more interesting when it seemed like there was paranormal or like sci-fi stuff going on. Not like, oh no, I won't do all the spoilers for the game, but it is basically a Scooby-Doo fucking villain plot, Firewatch, when you do it. But then the Scooby-Doo villain is like, oh sorry, I was a bad person, all of a sudden I will stop now, because I have learnt to cope with my loss. And you, the player character, should learn to cope with your loss as well. Wasn't this a profound, good story? No, it wasn't. Yeah, I've got a Quest 3 and I've got the old Oculus Rift lying about somewhere, but the Quest 2 is the one I actually use, but I still, again, don't use that very often. It's a thing I have to really be in the mood to want to use, a VR headset. Again, as good as some VR things are, they're not going to replace regular games because, you know, it gives you more eye strain, you need more space to use them. Yeah, like I said, it's... Again, I don't know if it's a good analogy. It's more like, I suppose, if you had a sad film or a happy film, and then the director or whatever wanted something to change partway through because they hadn't written the story very well, and then it's like, you know, when you watch a film and then suddenly, like, everything gets solved out of nowhere. It's that kind of thing. That makes more sense. It's, yeah, it kind of is. The thing is the friends we made along the way, Rich, yes. Again, it's just one of those things that lots of it I thought would be a lot more interesting compared to, you know, what actually happened.
But the spear is real.
Maybe the legend is also real. Let's hope so, for your sake.
Yeah. The bear is definitely tracking me. You have any luck with the radio?
I did. Did you see the lights in the night sky? The aurora? Well, when that flared up, the radio came to life. Just lit up. Started spitting out noise, but it was all gibberish. Bits and pieces of things. Music. Talking. I think it needs more range.
Oh, this guy, by the way,
More
is
powerful
Solid
signal.
Snake's voice actor.
If we could find a way to boost the signal strength when the aurora is active, might be able to get a message out.
Let me guess. You have an idea.
You're starting to get it, Mackenzie. I was digging through some old geological survey maps.
Those look like military insignia stamped on there.
Focus, Mackenzie! This survey shows a series of radio transponder towers that cross back and forth across Great Bear.
Now, why would those be there?
Good question. But for another time. We can use these.
How?
Each tower has some electronics that'd serve like a signal booster to make sure the message gets to the next relay.
Okay.
Well, you get me 2, maybe 3 of those. And I might just be able to rig us up our own signal booster.
You might, huh? And I guess I need to do this while old Bear decides if I'm going to become the next chapter in his legend?
Don't be silly. Spence's bear would
Yeah, it
long
might
gone
be
by
more the
now. It
writing,
was
Tom, with what they wanted to say,
150
because
years
in
ago.
reality you wouldn't have a magic bear
Maybe he
chasing
has,
people.
I don't know, genetic memory.
Ridiculous idea. But there's definitely a bear out there, and he's definitely interested in you. You'll just have to take your chances.
Says the guy safely inside the wooden cabin.
Damn it! You think I want to be in here? I need to get a message out, and this might be the only way.
What message? What does this have to do with me contacting my friend?
There's more at stake than you and your friend.
Yeah,
Please, Mackenzie.
this guy should just get the cardboard
Get me those
box and use it
boosters.
to sneak past the bear.
I'll fix the radio, and the first call we'll make will be to Perseverance Mills. I promise.
Okay, I'm on it. I'll be back with the transponder parts.
I keep seeing the rifle ammo down. I need to
Watch
just
your
remember
back,
to see if I can
Mackenzie.
actually pick that up, or if it's kind of
What do
just
I
a
have
bit of
to
the
worry about?
workbench's scenery.
I have a legendary 150-year-old demon bear hungry for my blood. Bullets don't stop him, but I'm armed with basically a medieval
I haven't even
weapon,
had to
which
shoot
I'm
the bear
sure
yet,
will do
though.
the trick. I'm stuck in this winter wasteland.
I'm not
Lights
used
in
to the
sky make
difficulty the
power
bear doesn't
flicker
actually
and
attack me in
electronics
whatever
explode,
difficulty I'm playing.
and the only people I seem to meet are all slightly crazy. And this is all after I crashed my plane deep in the wilderness and somehow lost my ex-wife along the way, and I'd really kind of like to find her back.
Don't forget about the wolves.
Let's get on with it.
Oh, good, I can actually take those. Oh, it's a lot more rounds than I previously had. Excellent. Right, and while I'm in this house, I can drink some water I stored before. Eat some beef jerky I stored before, because it's all still there. Sure, yeah, might as well take that even if I haven't got much use for it. Oh, I can make lines with cured guts, okay. Yeah, they are Canadians, aren't they? So, the tone of a Canadian's voice is probably off. That's a joke, by the way, because it's like American, but not actually American. But yeah, yeah, I suppose it's like one of those things with I've not really had a problem with the voice acting in this game. Oh, he's got a thing in there, but I can't actually take it. Right, so what was he getting me to do when I lost my interest talking to you lot in the comments? Right, math. Signal to noise. But yeah, what am I actually meant to be doing exactly? I am going to sleep in this house. Actually, no, I haven't lost much energy. I won't be on too much longer today because, like I said, I'm a bit tired and I've got other things I need to get done today, so... Yeah, it's... This game has magic doors, exactly, where it's like, oh no, you know, there's a bear that's literally trying to kill us, but if you run inside this little house, the bear will suddenly stop. And also in real life, you wouldn't need a magic spear to kill a bear, you could shoot it to the end field a few times. But whatever. So we're going back to the rail tunnel again. Well, the bear is only for this chapter of the game. The main game story is about the freezing cold. Weirdly, that is a comment that was hidden, I have to show. A man-eater, oh it won't let me show it for some reason, is, man-eater is apparently, a thing. Maybe YouTube thinks it's, like a sexual thing. Man-eater, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. White whale, holy grail. But yeah, the main story about the game in the story mode is the guy's plane's crashed and he keeps coming across weird people that want him to do bullshit for them. But yeah, this particular chapter is just about the killer bear, whereas some of the other chapters are about other things. The most dangerous animal, according to most people who play this game a lot, is actually the moose. Because when moose turn up, they have a habit of just knocking you over and breaking a load of bones. It's the moose, eh? That's the most dangerous thing in Canada. Again, whenever I try and do a Canadian accent when I'm doing these streams, it always goes to shit. Whereas I can do normally a Canadian accent if I'm not playing this game. But apparently, yeah, in Canada the moose is the most dangerous game. Oh, footprints of all the water. There's rapist, murderer, prisoners in another chapter of the game, which I haven't gotten to yet, but they'll be like the main plot point of that chapter. Yeah, I've heard they're trying to fix it, aren't they, Heavy Sandwich? Is that in the, because I've got the thing, but I haven't actually gone into the bits yet, Matt. Because when you get that DLC, for whatever reason, because it's not story mode, it's just a survival mode, you have to go to, like a very western tunnel, don't you? A bit like this one, and then carry on, keep going west. Okay, I need to go to that radio tower, or that radio tower. Okay, well, go to the one that's closer to me then, the southern one. Well, because the seagull steal your chips and attack you with, But speaking about that, scavenger animals that start getting really tame because they've moved into the same areas as people are actually really dangerous. I was watching a Shrouded Hand video, which is a good channel if you like real-life horror kind of stuff, so a lot of his videos are about fucked up serial killers and stuff like that, and like, you know, radiation accidents and things like that. But he did a video about, in places in India, where, like the macaque monkeys or whatever, you know, like killing kids and like killing people's pet dogs and stuff, you know, and attacking people for food, where just big bands of like monkeys are moved in and decide to just kill people's kids for the fun of it. So yeah, and it's one of those things apparently because, and again I don't want really to do the political thing, because of Modi's government, which like Hindu nationalists, because in Hinduism, like, monkeys are sacred, they haven't wanted to cull the monkeys and get rid of them from certain places. So it's basically like, oh, if your kid gets killed by a monkey, that's tough, because monkey is a sacred animal. And I think most of the people there, even if they're Hindus, are like, that's fucking bullshit. You should cull these monkeys. It's not like they're endangered in, like, the forests and whatever, it's just where they've moved into town and are taken over. Yeah, it is like a Planet of the Apes thing, where, apparently, like, the scary thing is, like, say you have your windows open because it's bloody hot,
Gonna get a lot
and you've got a baby in a crib. Sometimes the monkeys will come in and take the baby and, like, throw it out a window, or, like, beat it to death, or drown it in, like, a water tank. Yeah, again, Rajiv, there's lots of stuff like that with religions, where most people in the religion aren't stupid, but, you know, if you're one of the people that's, you know, doing it for, like, political reasons of boasting about your religion or whatever, because you get that with, like, Christian, Jews, Muslims and all that, where there's stuff that technically, like, oh, it's in our holy book or whatever, so we can't do anything about something, which is, you know... I did see about a thing like that, speaking about monkey men, that they have people, apparently, Rajiv, where they get people to dress as monkeys, like monkey men, to try and scare them away. And they put up, like, little cardboard cutouts of, like, a monkey that kills the macaques, or, like, fights the macaques or something to scare them away. But yeah, what they should do is either cull them in the city places, or find a way of just, like, mass grabbing them and transporting them far away from the city. It's probably more the government using the Hindu thing as an excuse, I imagine, of, we can't be asked to deal with this because it would cost, you know, money. Because, you know, I'm sure with a lot of governments, something that costs money and effort, they'll make an excuse for why they can't do it. What, culling lions in places that they should cull them, or shouldn't cull them, or what, vice versa. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that is hunting, isn't it? Like I said before, it's like the sort of stupid thing of people doing the big game hunting stuff to put trophies on the wall when it's really endangered animals. Yeah, that's happened in a lot of Africa places where if it was a managed kind of thing before, at various points it's become unmanaged. So things have been over-hunted, or, like, you know, the food that the animals have to eat has then been hunted, so they starve. Oh, I've gone past the peak thing I was meant to be looking at, unless it's on the top of the cliff. Let's go back there to see what I missed. Oh, I guess I'm actually meant to go around and then up that cliff. So I imagine it's that radio antenna there. Right, okay. Yeah, like zoos that actually do the proper thing of, you know, like breeding out endangered animals and that and give them good environments, I think are good, but yeah. I don't like the idea of zoos where they just simply stick an animal in like a tiny enclosure for people to come gawk at. I've seen some horrible ones with like things like polar bears and things like that where they just put them in what's essentially like a concrete prison cell so people can go look through a window at them. When I get to this radio mast thing where I've got to do whatever it is Solid Snake wants me to do, I'll probably save the game and finish the stream, because I'll have been on easily over an hour at that point. Right, I guess I'm walking up this incline now. Yeah, that's what I was on about, Rajiv, because you do get some places that are like wildlife sanctuary/zoos where they use them, they give them good enclosures, and they use them to breed and like rewild certain animals. But yeah, like I said, these aren't the ones where they've been taken away from somewhere. These are the ones where they've got essentially some animals that have been bred in captivity, and they carry on breeding them and give them a more, you know, normal life, so they can eventually reintroduce them. But yeah, I don't like generic zoos, if that's what you're asking, because yeah, again, putting animals in tiny cages, you know, stealing them from their natural environment, putting them in tiny cages where they don't live a normal life isn't a good thing. Because there's actually a wildlife park near me that does a lot of the endangered stuff, you know, where they have the animals that are basically endangered, so they have really nice enclosures, and then, like, you know, they use, because they've been breeding white rhinos there that are, you know, really endangered, to so they can be reintroduced in parts of Africa. But yeah, like I said, I've been to a lot of zoos where animals are just in really shitty conditions, you know, like a tiny little pen. Yeah, but again, with things like reserves, you can only do that in places where you can manage it, because like we were saying, the problem with a lot of... Are they running? Yep. So the problem is, like with some places, is that even if you have reserves, you'll get people poach the animals from them. Nuts and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Especially with really smart, you know, like sea mammal type things. Okay, so do I now? Oh, I see. I have to go to both of those to get the parts. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll save the game at the old Spence family homestead then, so I can't really stop the game here, because I'm in a place where I'll freeze to death. So I need to go back down the mountain, and then along the southern side of the map. you got a rabbit there? There's any meat left on it. Grab that off the rabbit. Oh, hello. It had the creepy green eyes and I thought it was going to attack me.
I could use this.
I don't really need the hide, so I'll just get the meat. Octopus are really smart, or octopies I think is technically the plural, but yes. Oh, that's on the rabbit killing spree, this,
I think I can use this.
Yeah, and Brazil, weirdly, of the Amazon has absolutely loads, because what happens in Brazil, as far as I'm aware, is not that there's, like, people necessarily living in a lot of the Amazon, but loads of it's been deforested for lumber and then turned into, like, cattle pastures or something for beef, I think is what goes on in Brazil. So you have, like, a situation like that where, you know, it's like, it's not necessarily that humans are so much expanding into it, it's kind of being industrialised. It's for like leather, isn't it, and beef? Yeah, exactly, Rajiv. Because apparently there's a thing with that as well, where lots of car companies claim they use like properly sourced leather, and then they have the leather actually come when it's been investigated, like illegally from those places in the Amazon. Yeah, it's like one of the things I find annoying, and again, I have nothing against vegans if they do it because of you know, like reasons that they actually like the animals. But you know, and especially when it's vegans that are very, you know, considerate of all the products they use. But I've met vegans before that won't eat, like, you know, meat and like butter and things directly like that from animals. But then they're fine with stuff that has palm oil in, even though orangutans are dying out in a lot of places. Because palm oil plantations are a similar thing, where the natural rainforests in places and that are cut down to then make palm oil plantations. And again, I like orangutans a lot. I'd much rather interact with orangutans daily than a lot of people I know. But yeah, speaking about animals adapting, that's one of the really interesting things with Chernobyl, is how good the exclusion zone actually has been for lots of animal species that were previously kind of endangered or dying out. Because having a big area where man's not doing anything now, even if there is like the low-level radiation and stuff, has actually been really good for a lot of species, because they're not being cold and hunted or having, you know, like their homes built on and whatever else. Yeah, again, it's like the difference, isn't it, Dee, between people hunting for, you know, stuff that's either breeding out of control for meat and stuff like that, or defending themselves in a survival situation kind of thing, compared to just shooting stuff for the fun of shooting stuff kind of thing. Right. Nearly at that homestead place where I can save the game. I can save the game anywhere, but you know what I mean, I want to do it in somewhere that's more interesting to do it than like a natural checkpoint. Interestingly, at the moment, I guess there's no wind in that, so my character isn't freezing, because I've got enough layers on that my character's staying warm. So pretty much in a straight line from here, it seems. I have no idea. I imagine they probably do. Oh shit, I'm on thin ice. Like, literally on thin ice. Right, let's not walk over this. Because that's where you can die really easily in this game of hypothermia. Where you fall through the ice, all your clothes become really wet. And then, you're freezing cold. And, your clothes don't offer any protection because they're cold as well. Yeah, exactly. Actual thin ice, literally. Oh, is that a burnt down homestead that's going to offer me no... Oh, I don't think that's going to be the one, is it? That looks too close. Because I'm saying if that's a homestead there, that's not going to offer me much protection from the elements. A burnt down homestead. Yeah, I think the one I want is... Oh, but it looks like there's another... Oh, that's a log, isn't it? Bunkhouses, okay. Not many bunkhouses left here.
Hope I can still eat this.
Of course you can still eat this. I've got beef jerky in my lunchbox that I've been eating over the course of the last few weeks. That's 2 years out of date. Because each bag's individually sealed, it literally doesn't matter. I'll risk walking across this ice. Oh shit.
Goddamn freezing.
Yeah, here we go. Right, I'm freezing. Okay, so I need to get a fire really quickly. Come on, place the bloody fire. There we go. Accelerant. No, start the fire. Add fuel. Right, I definitely need to add some sticks. 24 minutes. There are other sticks nearby. Okay, how are my actual clothes looking? These are all wet. Okay, so I have to take them off. And I have to dry them somehow by the fire, don't I? Yeah, this doesn't look good. These aren't... Oh, they are wet, okay. Oh, 94% wet, okay. Is there any more sticks nearby I can grab? Oh, there we go. Add those to the fire. There we go. I think the one I've bought that's alright is called Wild West, and they do like a honey smoke flavour as well, which I like. But again, with jerky it's still quite hit and miss if you get some that's really, really chewy, or sometimes you get some that's quite tender. It does seem to be a bit hit and miss, you know, even with the same brands. Right. I might quickly see if I can get some more stuff from over there. Oh, these don't count as stuff I can put on the fire. Oh, reclaimed wood. Yes, please. Great, hatchet. 45 minutes. Right, hopefully I won't freeze to death. Oh no, he's losing a lot of temperature. There we go. But I can at least, while I'm here, add fuel. Reclaimed wood. I'll keep a little bit of reclaimed wood on me just for, yeah, at least the fire's getting hotter as well, so the stuff dries out faster. I think biltong's actually African, isn't it? But yeah, I think you can get it in most places. Right, so I won't walk over the ice again, I will walk around the edge of it in a minute. Right, the boots are almost dry. Right, you can take the boots back. Yeah, these socks are dry as well, so I can put... Still gonna... Oh, he's automatically put them on, okay. I was gonna say, still not got any undies on. I was meant to drop these, whoops. Or at least I can put the thermal underwear on in a minute. Alright, sodium chloride, I'm afraid I won't be on much longer. I was literally going to a place to try and get in shelter, and then I fell through some ice and I'm having to dry my clothes out. Is that actually drying, or did I not? Oh yeah, it's drying, because I did get it close enough to the fire. Right, I better add some more fuel. Actually, I'm going to add both of those, just because that's going to make the heat output better. And then I'll see if I can get some more wood on the way back to the building I was going to go to. Right, okay, has my character at least put all the underwear and all that on now? Yeah, so he's got his long johns on, but I still need my trousers to dry out. While he's doing that, I can see if I can find a bit more wood. So I'm not going to freeze as quickly now, am I, from being away from the fire? So break this down. Yeah, I'm getting cold, but not as cold as I was, so there we go. The police force is what the hand of the state. Right, add fuel. There we go. Right, that's hotter again, so they're getting better. I suppose I could have slept for a couple of hours next to this fire. I'll put the clothes on first. As you go, if the fire's there, I'll stay warm, won't I? Right, so let's do the bedroll. Let's do the bedroll a second. Space. Is campcraft a bedroll? Yeah. Why can't I put the bedroll down there? Alright, I guess I won't be using the bedroll near here because it won't let me do it. Alright, that's at least nearly dry, those. I'll put those on again in a second. Right, they're dry. They're dry. And is my character now wearing them automatically? Yes, right. Let's not walk on the ice this time for obvious reasons. I really hope this homestead place coming up is an actual building I can go into. Not, oh, here's another, oh yeah, it is, look, good. Oh, is that my game crashing it? It's minimised randomly. I've got loads of sticks, so I can do a fire in a homestead. I hope this is an actual right building, and not just a tiny little shed that's useless. Oh no, look, it's a tiny little useless shed. At least it's got a windbreak thing in here. Alright, let's get all the wood while we're here, then I'll make another fire inside here. And, oh, dog food.
Not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
It requires light. I can see pretty well here, game, but whatever. Ooh,
feels like a lot of gear.
Oh, warm and tough. They look good. Right, I will repair those when I am in a building or whatever properly at some point, but let's work gloves. Rifle cartridges. Oh, there's an actual proper furnace here. It's quite a useful little building, even if I'm not in a proper hole. Yes, yes please. Right, so start fire. I can use the forge as my source of warmth. Go to sleep, and then that's where I'll save the game.
Looks like it worked.
Add fuel. Let's first get rid of a load of these sticks, because that will lighten my load. Hours of, there we go, 11 hours. So now, put down my bedroll. There we go, I can actually put my bedroll down near this one. And I can sleep for, say, 7 hours. Oh, for fuck's sake, I always do that with the bedroll. Do 8 hours. There we go, my character's fully warm, he's nearly at total energy. I can cook some dog food or rabbit on the thing. Might as well eat that fresh rabbit. Oh, yeah, that's technically a drink thing, isn't it? Oh no.
That'll come in handy.
Don't need on those hammers again. Oh, worn military coat. That looks good. Oh, combat
Starting
boots.
to weigh me down.
Some really good equipment that was in here. Right, let's change my clothes to these. So before I save the game. So change these to the combat boots, and then I'll repair the combat boots in a minute. Wear my M65 jacket, or whatever it's meant to be. And then I'll repair these clothes, and then carry on with my adventure another day. Ah, cool. What was that, a Diac one, Tom? Or a real one? Right, so now clothing, actions, repair. I need some more leather for those, but they're in better condition than they were. Actions, repair, just need cloth, I've got plenty of cloth. More cloth to repair those. This I can break down into cloth. I'd probably break his old boots down into leather as well. Oh yeah, I was going to repair these as well. I need leather for those as well. So his old boots, actions, harvest. Oh, airsoft. Right, yeah, that's cool. That's still cooler. It's like a good replica of one.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Get those leather gauntlets. It's coming up to night again, drink. Actions, repair. Right, yeah, so I've got those I can wear now. Just better gloves. Yeah, so they're definitely better gloves than the ones I had, so I might as well harvest those other gloves. And then I can put a bit more repair onto these. Actions, repair. Right, so I've got combat boots in perfect condition, so that's good. And when I find a bit more of, there we go, I've got cloth to repair this
Dusk,
coat
so
more.
night can't be far behind.
There we go. More cloth up there. Don't need that crappy hat.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh no, there's actually a proper bedroll up there. Oh, we might as well sleep for a few more hours in there. There we go, and I'm ready for my next adventure playing this. So I'll do a save, and then I'll stream some more of this tomorrow, most likely. Yeah, I was just finishing the stream anyway, Roach. See ya. Right, anyway, yeah, see everybody. That's enough of streaming this for today.